Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Tech Tuesday. My name is Ben.
I'm Timothy.
We are excited to be coming at you live. Well, not live. We're not live this time.
Not live this time.
But we will be live soon.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe next week. I don't know. We're going to probably do that a few more times, more than normal, according to Tim. So
we got to get a live sign that flashes.
Yeah, a live sign. One of these days we'll get an on-air.
Live.
Yeah. Live. Have you seen that one, if you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's a good show.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, we're here. We're ready. We're rocking, answering your questions for the people. But before we begin, Tim, do you have any questions, quibbles, or even fashion statement tips for our audience this morning?
Yeah. Header wrap is annoying. It gets on your clothes, gets in your arms. The metal zip ties are treacherous. That stuff.
Wrap.
Yeah, fiberglass header wrap. Also, if you get it hot enough, it comes off like broken glass. So, and it will hold moisture in and rust your headers. So it may be cool and does a good job, but it'll also rust your headers as well.
I have no idea what header wrap is. I'm just going to be honest with you. Is that something that you put?
It's a wrap, special wrap for your exhaust manifolds.
Just to make it look cooler?
Some people make it look cooler. It don't matter what color wrap you buy. It all bleaches out to being extremely white, and it's dirty, and then it gets moisture in it, and then it rusts your pipes. And depending on where it's touching at, it'll discolor as well, and all kinds of other silly things. It used to be cool back in like the 90s, but it's not cool anymore.
Bring back header wrap.
No, don't bring back header wrap. For a person that turns a wrench, that stuff is horrifying.
Fair enough. Okay. Writing that down in my notes.
You also write down it is cool to drive fast cars slow, but not cool to drive slow cars fast.
Fair enough. I mean, that one seems to make sense out the get-go. But,
let's see. First one,
yes,
LWLS Group 3345. Can we get a full walkthrough on the advanced tuning software? I also really enjoy the way Tim explains concepts and technicalities. So I'm writing this crazy book, this tuning guide on starting with TBI units, and I'm also we filmed the first video last week, which is just selfie camera.
He actually did it.
I stayed late and did it because was quite occupied with other things, so I just stayed after work after everybody left so that my microphone didn't pick up shipping guys, shipping things and running the pallet jack into the fencing. But so did the opening thing for that, how to download the software, how to do all this stuff. Ben will be releasing that sometime soon. We're going to get a couple out there and kind of try to make weeklies on that or a couple of weeks. As fast as I can make them, I want him to put them out.
It's already started.
The process has already started. I've most of the way through the manual at this point, most of the way through the guide, the video guide, and I want those to kind of pair together nicely.
Yeah, I do want to say, and Tim, I'll let you kind of get into it even more so, but we're going to make walkthrough guides. We're going to make sure that people understand where to navigate everything, right? But the thing is, it's not like, here is how to become an ACES authorized tuner. And I know that there'll be other things out there that maybe it might seem like that, and I don't know how many people will actually feel like that's going on, but I feel like to some extent it's not everything and everything. But we do want to at least start getting stuff out there about how to navigate it. But another thing I know that we've said in the past, this software changes a lot as far as we're adding new products, we're adding better configurations, we're always optimizing it. I mean, we've been around 5 years, really 3 years. So,
well,
there's always optimizations to be had. So it's not like this is the end all be all. We're just trying to help the community out in understanding what on paper or digitally looks quite intimidating.
Yeah. Well, the last update to the software, which I got last week, end of the week,
a good indication.
That's why as soon as I got that software, messed with it for about 3 minutes and looked at it and said, "This is it. Now it's time to make video on this,
Yep.
because it's going to be there for a while. We may have smaller updates, which will have supplementary videos and a couple of documents and whatnot. But right now we've got a good bit of software going on that is going to it's worth making a video about for you guys.
Yeah, and I think it needs to happen. There's no question about we need to have more content out about the Pro Tuning software, but it'll be subject to change. We'll definitely have a video or two that we come back and say, hey, here's a more updated version. And again, I would argue that that's better, and I hope you guys would argue that's better than nothing. But I also know that it's not going to be everything. It's not going to be, this is how you do this for this application, and then this application covers all of these applications. No, this is more of just a walkthrough training about how to adjust certain things that you will have to dial in specifically for your vehicle, or have a conversation with one of our authorized tuners that I know are watching this.
Yeah.
So
speaking of authorized tuners, Don Dottner said maybe you guys can do some live videos with your good tuners that are out there. I want to invite these guys throughout the year, just whenever we get the opportunity, because some of them are local enough they could just cruise over.
Yeah.
And some of them we could do a split screen, just a nice little Zoom call.
For sure.
Post it up. It'll be good.
Yep.
But they're all very knowledgeable people, and it does take a lot to actually be on the authorized list as it goes, because there's a lot of people that apply. And as I'm weeding through it, I mean, I'm not trying to get you've had HP tuners, you run a very small shop, but after reviewing tune files and everything, I'm just like, it takes a lot of like weird knowledge that's hard to explain.
Yeah.
So
I think it'd be a ton of fun bringing some of those guys on.
I'm trying to talent search out these people to add to the list, and there's no general criteria of exactly what I'm looking for, but when I see the recipe looks good, it's like, this guy. Yeah. This is going to be the one.
Yeah. So
one of the ones.
You are him. Himothy. No, I'm just kidding. Let's see. Bryant Stillwell.
I know that guy.
Says
he's one of the blessed ones.
He's also one of the blessed ones. The blessed ones. No, I don't know if we can say that. Maybe we will. I don't know. Bryant Stillwell. Tri-Power 6-pack folks generally want it to be carbureted if they're sticking with it, but they are pretty dang cool, to the comment I made last week about the 6. Tri-6.
Oh, look, I can
however
see.
It is. Tried,
6-pack.
duals, however you want to say that. No, but
old Tri-Powers.
Yep.
No, it's those carburetors work great on those things. It's trying to do that in fuel injection. Actually, it'll give you a headache and a half just trying to get the tuning right on it. Dual quad's hard enough. You add 3 throttle bodies with all kinds of individual stuff. It can be done, but I mean, it's nothing we're striving for, because of the market on that is super small. It's very very niche group of people. Like we, may sell 100 of them things if we developed it.
I have met one of them.
Yeah.
It was at World of Wheels a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, they are few and far between, come to find out. I read the last one, so I'll let you go.
D Quick ZX6R. It's motorcycle guy. Neat.
Let's go.
So it'd be cooler if it said ZX14R, but you pulled the engine out of a concourse and then put in your ZX. That way you had variable valve timing and just instant torque wheelies. Just saying.
I think we liked variable valve timing at Aces.
Well, when you got a motorcycle thing, it's a whole different gig.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So, hey, guys, love the information. Watch your Tech Tuesdays. My question is, I'm waiting on delivery of Jackpot LS kit, drive-by cable, and I guess mine will have a 5-inch handheld, as I thought it would come with a 7-inch anyways, to trade in / upgrade the handheld. Can't wait to see it tomorrow.
Yeah. So with regards to those kits,
just get with customer service on you have to trade up for the 7-inch stuff, because if it's new in the box, I mean, you just pay the difference and swap them out. Because there is a cost difference. That's why we make the 5-inch more affordable. Yeah. Typically, when you are buying a Jackpot kit, if it's not a top-end kit or higher, it's going to come with the 5-inch handheld. And then beyond that, if it is a standalone system, if it's drive-by-wire transmission control, it should upgrade you to a 7-inch. But outside of that, it'll be a 5-inch handheld. That's pretty standard for us. But yeah, Tim's right. Just call customer service and we can get that straightened out for you.
This is cool. Sam McBean.
Yep.
Sam McBean. 8558. The Killshot 2 has progressive linkage. That's awesome. I would agree, Sam. Will that fit the original Killshot? If so, could it be available as a kit, or could you make it a kit? As in, like, making progressive linkage an option for the regular Killshot?
Just sell the secondary linkage and the little hard bar that goes in between them. They're a little bit different, but that's something worth considering. Maybe.
I would say, though, like, the reason why we went and made the Killshot 2 was because we wanted to optimize what was already on the first Killshot. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying that's a bad idea, but I think one of the reasons why it's different as far as cost and manufacturing is because we've had to make changes to the original throttle body. So, and it's also $200 more expensive. Right now, it's you can get a Killshot 2 for $799.99, and you get a Killshot for $599.99, which I'm all in the business for saving money. But I think also just when you're comparing what you get with the Killshot 2 versus the regular Killshot, I would probably go over the hump and try and get a Killshot 2, but you know, that's just me based on what it was. We had it listed at $500 more expensive. But
because it was banking on the trade-in thing and all that jazz, just to give people an opportunity. But they see the sticker shock and it's like, oh no, it's way more expensive. It's like, well, it's a whole thing. But
so you can get it now for $200 more.
It does cost more to make, but
that's the only difference, right? So as far as why we don't offer Killshot 2 also at $599.99, but it's a way better system. I mean, you've made 3 videos on why it's a way better system. Even the calibration.
It's not even that it's a better system. It's a different system for a different kind of application.
Right.
If you got one that's you just got a stock motor and you want it to just go in your cruiser and all that, the $599 Killshot's the business for that.
Right.
But if you want something that you know you're going to need more capability out of down the road, and it's still going to do a great job out of the box with the calibration, progressive linkage, internal fuel pressure transducer, all the things that make it slightly more expensive with the redesign of it, then go with the Killshot 2. I mean, I use both, and they're fantastic. So I've got 2-barrel Killshot 2, a Jackpot TBI floating around one of my project vehicles somewhere, all the multi-port stuff. And the Tahoe has seen all of them at this point, including some that you haven't seen. But the thing old Magical Tahoe. I'm actually getting ready to stop making that a test vehicle so I can get it painted. But yeah, it's that's something to consider is the linkage kit, just to see what's what, because we got to see the cost on that and see the availability, because we have a very specific manufacturer that makes our linkage for us that is they're very specialized in that kind of stuff, really high quality stuff. Anyways, next question is Dano74Z. Hello. On the Killshot 2, there's an auxiliary port in the front of the throttle body. Pictures of KS2 will show the port is open or uncapped. That's true. My question is, the unit shipped with a seal over the open port? Other than the dual quad setup, what is that port used for? Any suggestions? I like to install a plug on the port until needed. I agree. We can check to see what kind of connector it is, see if we can get a plug for that. Currently, it just comes open as it goes, and it is only used for the dual quad setup.
I did not know that those pictures showed that. Let me see. Can I read that again?
Yeah, the green port on the side.
Oh, I thought they were talking about the vacuum ports.
No. For the dual quad setup.
But
yeah, no worries.
Yeah,
the green port that plugs one throttle body into the other. It doesn't come with a cap on it.
It won't ever come with a cap for it.
No, we don't have any plug caps, but there's a list of that is on my list. I'm sending up a big list for the engineering this week. I'm just adding. Man, that Porsche's nasty out there. Good Lord. I wish y'all could have heard that.
Yeah, we may have to.
No, I'd leave that in. You hear this thing just man, I hope she does a burnout in that thing. Just straight out there whipping, just killing it. That'd be great. No, anyways, back to
yes.
I'm distracted by a vehicle. My apologies.
Exactly.
Because was at the warehouse right now. You guys are hear a big block on a dyno in the background.
Of course,
knocking dust out of the ceiling.
No, yeah, that is Tim's right.
I'd like to have a bag of caps. I mean, even if we don't send them with it, availability for you guys to just buy the thing. Like, oh, I'm not using this auxiliary wiring harness, put a cap in it. I'm not using
that's
this,
smart.
this extra plug here, put a cap in it.
Especially, it keeps it safe for down the road you decide to go.
It keeps all the dust and stuff out of there.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's not a bad idea.
You may have something fall off and then bridge 2 pins and then just give you a headache of like, why does this thing keep popping fuses? Mm-hmm. So, because you connect that V main to something else, you might have an issue. Yeah. I've seen some people just use avionics heat shrink on the end of them. Like when you're after you do a final inspection on like a fuel system or something like that, you put that heat shrink on there and seal it up. For those of you who work with helicopters and aircraft after.
I think that would be great.
After inspection. You
got
to make sure to safety your fuel pallet on your Black Hawk before you install the thing.
Yes.
Don't skip on the quality check.
Cool. Yeah, that's actually a really good suggestion.
I'll get the next one.
Yep.
Don Dotner.
Mr. Don.
Yeah. I would like the nice fender cover to explain.
Oh yeah, I did ask last.
We sent it up to the merch people to say, hey,
we're getting
these things.
Yep. We're getting shirts. We're getting like actual regular T-shirts that you can buy. We're getting hoodies. We're getting straw hats. We're getting fender covers. We're getting. Oh man, there's a whole list. I'm blanking on everything that's on there, but there's a bunch of stuff.
A lot of it's just suggestions from people like, hey, you got tumblers.
It's from you guys.
I want a backpack.
It's from the things that you've asked for.
And the fender cover thing definitely comes from the fact I was doing a video on a nice car with decent paint, and I'm out there like, just trying to grind my belt buckle into the fender, and everybody's sitting there watching me do this job, cringing like, what a crazy guy.
It's
normally I use the U-Haul blankets you buy. I've been using those forever and a day.
I think
they attract sheet metal.
I just personally like the Aces branding anyway.
Oh, it's cool.
The stamp logo, just everything. Even the new racing stuff that they're doing.
I just don't want to see us pick up like really flimsy cheapies that are like cost effective is one thing. Even if we have those, but we need to have like a more premium quality for people that's like serious about their $10,000 paint job.
Yep. I'm doing sampling right now. Actually, I have a meeting about sampling when I get back. So if there's quality stuff on merchandise, just let me know. You can yell at me in the comments and be like, why isn't this quality, man?
Yeah.
It's my fault. But no, we're getting the best of the best. As I've been advised by Tim and other members of our team, they'll see all of the samples that we
see
decide.
Right there. MPG, MGP Customs 44 straw hats. Oh, fender covers. Yeah,
brilliant.
How about down in the garage right there? Let's see. Yep. When can we expect an update on the advanced tuning software? You're a couple months behind the firmware versions. Primarily looking to have the ability to load working calibrations that are scaled for boost.
Yep.
That we created for prior versions of 244. Yeah, that's we got 245 that I got a couple more test things to do on it. Some authorized tuners are out there in the world playing with it right now.
Doing it.
I love sending that stuff. As soon as I get it, I send it out before I even plug it in. I'm like, try this, and I'll send it to like 5-6 different people, and just wait for the news back to real world working conditions of these people tuning their own project cars. Because that's what I do. I'll tune an Aces vehicle, or I'll get it late in the day and I'll just plug it into my Tahoe on the way home. And just sit there and just do road tuning, see what kind of new things are on it, all that, whatnot, see if anything's broken.
Very true.
Or see if I break anything.
Yep.
But, we do about a week or two worth of tuning a bunch of different platforms and combinations and whatnot. And if it's all good, then we'll release it to you. So you guys should see 245 out real soon.
I think.
Probably this week, honestly. It's so solid. And there's a rate of change calibration in there for throttle body. So if you're still trying to tune out like a lean bog or something like that, there's a map rate of change and a TPS rate of change that actually is the calculator from when you first hit the throttle, and there's a realized high delta in that actual path itself, and it sees it and then calculates it. It adjusts the amount of time it gets to calculate. So you can skinny it up real good, or you can spread it out a little bit depending on your actual tuning needs. It does help. Yep. It does help. But honestly, you'll probably see one of the authorized tuners post a video about playing with it.
Yeah. Do you because I don't know if we've actually settled on a name. I think it's Advanced Tuning Software on our website, but is it Advanced Tuning Software, Pro Tuning Software, Tim's Tuning Software? What are we calling it?
We're just going to call it Advanced Tuning Software.
Okay.
There's going to be a Pro variant of it, but it's only going to be for just like people
special people.
Not special people. Literally, it's just for really, really advanced stuff, because that stuff, it has parameters in there that you can absolutely get a % wrong and do bad stuff.
Yeah.
But that's a future thing we're kind of thinking about, maybe.
Okay. Next question. I can't read that.
Oh, sorry about your name. It's all good though.
It's in Korean.
Actually, it's not. That's not even.
Is it Korean?
That's a statement. Can you guys sell the intake standalone products?
Yep.
I want to buy Holkins, or I have a Jackpot
Yep.
Pro.
You can.
I think you can.
Just call us.
Yeah,
literally just call customer service and just be like, I know that there are intakes on our website that you can buy separately. It may not be what you're looking for. So if you are just looking to buy a singular intake from us, you just call our customer service line. They'll send you an invoice. It's great. But I think we saw that last week or something like that. I asked about it just to make sure, but you can through customer service, and eventually we'll get to the point where we have all those product pages set up on our website that you can buy the intakes themselves. But yes, you can't do that. Just call us.
Yeah. Here's another one. Chad Hurd 83. Can you enable the fan when the AC cuts on? Thanks. Yes. So you got to hook up the fan wire for the AC. It's marked in some of the older system as Rev, and the newer ones is marked as AC fan. What I like to do is like to get that, because it's a ground triggered wire, I like to pair it with either fan 1 or fan 2, usually fan 2, so when the AC kicks on, you get that 12 volts in. It says, hey, we got AC on, turn on AC fan output, which is known as a Rev wire. So pair that with whatever fan you want to kick on, or if you have a third fan, you can have it, ground trigger and activate that relay. Good to go. Yeah, we've had that for a bit. I put out a bit of information about that a while back because there was a lot of people asking about it, and I didn't tell anybody about it, so we put it out there.
Yeah. Who knows, cuh? Sorry, I just wanted to take
Who knows, cuh? That's a good one.
I love that. Can you do more Jackpot content? Thank you, and I love the videos.
Yeah, we will be doing more Jackpot content.
The most tech calls we get are on Jackpot systems.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
I learned that today when Joe said it out loud. I was just walking in and he goes, the most we get are Jackpot calls.
About what?
I don't know. I don't have the information on that. But I think more Jackpot content is always a
I'm a big fan of the Jackpot.
And there's 3 systems. Well, I don't know when LT releases, but we've got LS, Hemi, and LT. Mm-hmm. So if you're building an LT engine, it's sick.
It's really nice.
Really beautiful. So it's Tim and the men in the back are building an LT engine. But no, it's very pretty.
David Flores -G J7RG about finish putting my Aces Killshot on. I was wondering what I'm supposed to do with all the extra wires that aren't going to be used. On the extra wire harness, I personally like to de-pin them sometimes, or just wrap them up nice and tight and protect them. But if it's just like you got all the extra wires and you're only using like a tack wire, tack out wire, something like that, I just literally I pull the back shell off the connector itself and just de-pin the ones I'm not going to use. It helps keep some debris and stuff out of the connectors, and that's what I do. That way, I'm just got this big wad of wires that's just zip tied. Even though I'm sure if you've seen my personal builds, I do that because those are just test units. They're not permanent installs. And I get people making comments all the time like, "Oh, if that was a professional install," I'm like, "Well, it's not." It's like I've been running this thing for 500 miles with alligator clips on it. So feel lucky I use zip ties.
No, it's true. I've seen many of those.
Yeah. Oh, dude, the tack wire on my Tahoe is literally twisted together.
Yep.
When I installed it,
again,
I had
not recommended.
Not recommended, but I wanted to install it in like the worst way possible, just to see what I could do. Like do all kinds of bad choices with the PDM and everything, and see if I can let the magic smoke out of it by doing a very poor install.
Yep.
It was actually a whole lot of fun. I ain't broke it yet, and I've probably got about 2,200 miles on it at this point, just very temporaried in.
Jim Corman, 5842.
Yeah.
Straw hats. Period. Thanks. Period.
Yeah. Now we've seen some examples. I think we're going to be seeing straw hats in the future. You guys will see my loveliness out at some show this year with my straw hat on. The Aces
we're getting them.
Thing on it. We're going to get some straw hats.
Will Stansbury, 3747. Can you run the pink ones on a cross ram? It will take 2, 1 for each of the 4 cylinders. It's like a dual pinks. It's what it's sounding like.
Can I run the pink ones?
No, unfortunately, those are
they're not really made for that.
Those are regular kill shots. That ironically started as an April Fool's joke, as we're about to come up on April 1st again.
Yeah. Then we picked a better color, and we decided, like, hey, we're going to try to do a good thing with this.
Yeah.
Started with a laugh, ended up being serious. And now I like them.
Yeah. But no, they're the original Killshot design. I don't think we'll be making pink ones for the Killshot 2. So, but
we might if we run out of stock on those, and we're gonna get like 50 more of those things. We'll probably do it on like Killshot 2 if we do it at all.
I don't know. But when we had those, it was for it was off of an April Fool's joke, and they're the original Killshot 2, and the ECU was pink. I don't know. I mean, I know Irish Outlaw Garage has a pink one. There's a few of you out there with pink kill shots, but I don't think that they're set up to do any kind of dual quad or anything like that. So you could possibly jerry rig it to do something, but again, do not recommend it. Anyway, the last one, I will let you read it. Tim. It's not too long.
Blake Hancock, 6745. I just got my Jackpot Lite drive-by cable with trans controls, and I'm needing info on hooking up the factory speed gauge in my 95 Silverado C1500. Please and thanks. So with the new firmware, you should be able to use the RPM output and switch states to be able to run VSS output. No, so it's either going to run your TAC or it's going to run your Speedo, unfortunately. Sound about right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Well, no, I didn't. I'm not sure there are too many ways to hook up any factory gauges with our system.
Well, like I did on my personal one, I just used a factory VCM and fed some signals in and made 99% of my cluster working in my transfer case. But that's a C1500, so it should be a 2-wheel drive setup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost as cool as my K1500. But that's a turbo LS truck. That's a whole lot of fun. I'm actually going to strip the turbo off that thing and sell that truck. I don't even want it.
Yeah. Ideally.
It runs good, though.
Probably not change a whole lot and just run it straight off the handheld it'd just be better. But in my opinion, as far as the accuracy. But, you've done it before, then rock and roll. But yeah, I think that's all of the questions for this episode of Tech Tuesday, and we're right on time. So I think we're looking good. I think we're looking chipper, looking chippy. Is there anything else you want to add to? Oh, Pro Touring Truck Shootout is coming up in April. Yeah. And I'm looking for, or not looking for, we're doing a drivability cruise while we're up there, and we're going to lead the pack with a truck. So
straight to Buc-ee's.
Yeah, straight to Buc-ee's and back. Which, everybody loves a little bit of Buc-ee's action. But if you don't have anything marked on your calendar for April 11th through the 12th, definitely want to check that out because of, one, the cruise. There's a lot of things that they're doing up there. I think Finnegan's doing a, I think, autocross section, and then they're also doing drag events and things like that.
Right.
And then, to you guys, probably new information if you didn't read your ACCFI Live email this morning, Tim is going to be on stage.
Oh, yeah.
No, he will be on stage doing, we'll do a Live Tech Tuesday. And it may involve just pulling people from the audience. And what will pull people from the audience is a panel-esque thing where we bring people on stage and we just talk everything fuel injection. They get to just ask you anything that they want.
Yeah,
it can be about your poetry. Sorry, not sorry. No, but you definitely want to check that out. There'll be some cool little giveaway things that we do over there. But that's coming up really soon. So I just wanted to throw that one out there. If you guys have made it to the end of this video. Pro Touring Truck Shootout, Beach Bend, Kentucky.
It'll be fun.
About 3 hours away from us here in Chattanooga, Saudi Daisy area. So, yeah, definitely want to check that out. But that's my announcement. Do you have anything?
No. I'm going to be making a bunch of videos over the software over the next few weeks.
Yeah, we're already doing that, pushing that hard. You guys have asked for that too. So, many times. So, we're doing it for the people. We always do it for the people.
For the people.
For the people.
Well, I'm going to be doing it on. I'm probably going to be doing some of it on a Killshot setup. I might do it on the Camaro out there, but it's like it doesn't give you any justice of basic adjustments. So I may do it on a Deuces Wild because Deuces Wild, Killshot, whatever. I mean, the software is going to be the same business. So it's just I'll just go through and show the differences of like here's a stock 4.3 liter V6, which we make a kit for. So if you have a 4.3. You can get a Killshot. Honestly, the Deuces Wild runs like a champion on it with the magnetic distributor and the whole gig. Because I did the PDM on the wiring harness and all that jazz, and I'm using a magnetic pickup, and it runs. Man, it runs.
Yeah.
So.
No, man. I'm looking forward to all those things, videos, shows. There's a lot of upcoming shows. I think we're about to update the page, so you guys should look out for the shows that we're going to.
Yes.
So, all right. Thank you guys again so much for watching this episode of Tech Tuesday. If you liked it, feel free to leave a like down below. If you have any comments about ACES fuel injection or EFI in general, leave it in the comment section below, and we will get to it in our next Tech Tuesday video, which may or may not be live. We don't know yet. Stay tuned for that.
I like the live ones.
We do like the live ones. And then if you know anyone that is looking to do fuel injection, trying ACES, point them our way. We'd love to give them some pointers, tips, advice. And sometimes Tim will give fashion statement tips. You never know.
You never know.
But, guys, thank you again so much for sticking with us through this episode. And, like always, we'll see all of you in the next video. Bye for now.
Bye now.
Thank you.